would really like to do is grow our membership. We can, right now we have around 350 active members here in the Lacey Chamber. And so my goal is to get that up and then to also increase our sponsorships at our events. So like at our forum or our barbecue festival, and just to raise awareness around the city of Lacey and the South Sound area. So more folks realize what a thriving environment it is here. So more folks want to continue to work, live, and play here. As far as businesses, pivoting, folks are doing a number of different things. Restaurants, our members are doing takeout. I mean, they're doing the spacing for social distancing. And so that's been very helpful. Retail members are, they've put stickers on the floor to, help folks stay the 6 feet apart and maintain the social distancing. They're providing masks. We actually are providing masks and hand sanitizer to our members. And so members can call and we can bring that out to them so they have that to provide for their customers and their employees so we can continue to keep folks safe.
Good.
That is great.
I've
seen there are a lot of businesses that are still open and are trying to follow the guidelines and the restrictions that have been put in place. And I've seen a lot of support from our community members, so far. I can speak for myself and my family. I mean, we want to feel that bit of normalcy, of going out to eat or whatever it might be, going to visit, those places that we have in the past in a different way. But it is encouraging to see the support that our residents and just people around the area provide. Super supportive. I've seen a lot on social media of people just giving shout outs to different restaurants like, hey, they're open. This place is great. Go visit them. So that has been wonderful. We have really, our Lacey community is just top notch. So that's been really, really great to see.
Yeah, I completely agree, Jenny. We have a great community and, folks here that really want to see small business thrive and these restaurants stay open and these mom and pop shops stay open and do well and come out of COVID and be better.
Yep, absolutely. We have just a couple of questions that have come in that I think would be good to address too. And I guess I should have mentioned that at the beginning, but for those who are joining us on the live Zoom event, feel free to use the Q&A questions and we'll see those questions come up and address them as they come in. So Blake, a couple questions just about, one was how many members does the Lacey Chamber currently have? And you had just addressed that. You said over 300, is that right?
Yeah, we have about 350 active members right now.
Great. So if somebody wants to become a member, what does that look like? What kind of benefits would they receive, or who do they contact?
Yeah, so they can contact us here at the Chamber. They can call our office. It's 360-491-4141. Happy to set up an appointment with them. We can do it over Zoom. We can meet for a coffee one-on-one and, practice safe social distancing. And and happy to share benefits with folks. So, as I said, when they invest in the Chamber, they are investing in their community.
Absolutely.
A prosperous economy here in Lacey and the South Sound. They've got, access to a number of different events that we have, but really the big thing is, for a community to do well, they need to have a strong Chamber of Commerce. Mm-hmm. And so, our membership, we do together what we can't do alone. And that's really the whole point of having a chamber is we are here to be your voice. Happy to chat more with folks about membership and getting involved, whether it's, getting on a committee like our Military Affairs Committee or our Education Committee. We help out and we partner with the North Thurston Schools and we do Lacey Loves to Read, which is a fantastic program. Yep. Or even becoming an ambassador. And those are really the volunteers that run the Chamber. They are at all of our events and they help sign folks up. They give out name tags. They, pass the fishbowl around for drawings. And they're always very involved and they're really champions of the Chamber and helping grow the Chamber as well.
Great. Well, and I know that we haven't really met about this yet, but we'll be working together as part of our compassionate community program that the city, that partnership that the city has with North Thurston School District, as well as the Chamber. The our three organizations have a really great agreement and partnership there, where we support programs each year. And this year we are supporting the final phase of our Lacey, the Lacey Food Bank location, which is the pantry project. So it's kind of the final anchor building there on that piece of property. So that's something that we can look forward to working together on moving forward as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we are really excited about that.
Yeah. Yep. Well, good. We've got a couple other questions that came in. One is just asking where the Lacey Chamber office is located, and are you open right now during COVID?
We are. We're open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. We are located at 420 Golf Club Road Southeast. So we are right behind Paulson's, just off of 6th Avenue here in Lacey.
Yeah, just right across the street from us.
Yeah, really close to City Hall.
Yes. Let's see here.
Our office too. So not only do we house the chamber in our office, but we also house the Lacey Visitor Center. And so for folks watching, if they'd like to get some more information about Lacey and around the area, we can do that. We've got maps and brochures and pamphlets and buyers directories and guides and all sorts of wonderful and useful information for folks.
Great, thank you for that. So Blake, one of the questions says, what are your key priorities coming into this new year as the director?
Yeah, so key priorities really are growing membership and just making more folks aware of the chamber and what we do to continue to build good relationships with our city council and all the employees at the city of Lacey, and really just to get more folks aware of what the chamber is and what we do and how we advocate for our members.
Yeah.
And so by doing that, hopefully we'll be able to get more members and some more sponsorships for our events, and continue to throw things like the barbecue festival every year.
Yeah, absolutely. What does that?
It's a lot of fun. I hope we get to do that next year, the barbecue fest. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask if that's a conversation that has started. Like, what is that going to look like? Do you feel like that's something that you guys are going to be able to do?
So we've started the planning. We've just now started the planning for next year's barbecue festival. And so it is on, just like our golf tournament we're planning for. A lot of it will, it kind of centers around social distancing and what's going on with that. But, we're really hoping that by next summer, all of this is in the rearview mirror.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to get back to, quote unquote, life as usual and go to festivals and fairs and community gatherings. And so I think that'll happen. We look at numbers across Washington state, and they are starting to level out, which is really good news and encouraging.
Yeah.
There's work on a vaccination. And so, we'll get through this and we'll get back. There may be, some extra hand sanitizers out there, or, we may still be practicing social distancing, but we're going full steam ahead with planning for our events for next year.
Yeah, great. Yeah, it's hard to plan ahead. It's, if you would have asked me 6 months ago, if I thought that, when this whole thing started, that, I was fully planning on my kids being back in school and just thinking that, we would be past this. So, who knows what next summer is going to bring?
Yeah, very true. It's, this is 6 months now, I think, from original stay home.
I'm pretty optimistic. Our numbers of deaths has nationwide decreased significantly, and I think we're getting a handle on this problem. But I'm always the optimist. I think we will see, for lack of a better term, a return to somewhat of normalcy in the coming months, but time will tell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The city is facing those challenges too, of just looking at events. We plan, events take a lot of time to plan. And so when you're like, well, how do we even begin to prepare ourselves for events that are going to be happening in the summer or even spring? Are they going to be able to happen, or what's that going to look like? So Yeah, definitely a lot of challenges that come with that.
Yeah, it's tough right now, but but we're moving forward, and we're planning on things getting back to normal, and working on those events.
Great.
Awesome.
Blake, can you talk a little bit with the chamber, the structure of that? So there was a question that asked about if there's a governing board for the
Yes.
chamber.
So we do have a board of directors, and we have an executive committee as well. It's made up of a president, president-elect, vice president, secretary, treasurer, and past president, and then the board of directors, and that is our governing body for the chamber.
Great. And are those appointed positions?
Those are elected by our membership.
Oh, okay, elected by.
And so we actually just had ballots go out for this coming year's board of director and officers.
Great.
You said they just went out, or are they out by email, or?
They did. They went out by email on, oh gosh, like last week.
I didn't get mine. I'll have to.
October 16th.
Yeah, I didn't get one. I'll have to check in on that.
Okay, I can make sure you receive it.
Cool.
Well, Blake, you had a nice comment from Graham Sackerson. He said he is looking forward to working with you.
Oh, wonderful. Well, Graham, I appreciate that. And he and I had a really nice coffee the other day, and got a lot of history about the city of Lacey and the Lacey Chamber and all that he's doing over there at the Lacey Makerspace. And
Yeah.
a great community servant, and definitely a champion of the chamber. So we appreciate all that he does for us.
Absolutely. So another question, will you still continue to Discover Lacey? Will you still continue the Discover Lacey promotion?
We will. And so, in fact, we actually just had a meeting with the LTAC, the Lodging Tax Advisory Commission, through the city of Lacey to keep that going. And so we're going to be awarded a grant. So we will continue with Discover Lacey, and we'll house that here at our office at 6th Avenue. And they've got a great Facebook site. We have a wonderful brochure that we put out every year for that. They've got a website as well. And we'll be continuing to work with that and do some more videos, and going out and meeting with local businesses to be a part of Discover Lacey also.
Yeah, so how does that work? Do people reach out to you if there's business owners in Lacey? Do they reach out to you wanting to be a part of that? Or do you identify different, depending on kind of the genre that they're in, how do you identify who is a part of that?
Yeah, so we actually do it both ways. So we will approach folks, and then they'll also approach us. All of our members are in that membership directory that goes out, and we make that part of our Discover Lacey pamphlet as well. And so that way folks know local businesses to support here in the area, and businesses that are supporting the community and supporting Discover Lacey. So, and then our members also can leave information here at the visitor center about their business. So when someone comes in and is looking, say, for a salon or a day spa, we have those available for them as well. So.
Good. Malcolm or Ed, do you guys have any questions or comments?
Yeah, I was glad that you mentioned the board that you guys have there that has, like, you know, the brochures and the business cards, and as a member that you can leave your materials there, and that when people come to the visitor center or come there for chamber purposes, they can have access to you, which I thought was really a nice part of the membership. But there's a couple other parts of the membership that are nice too, like you know, like having a grand opening that's sponsored by the chamber, which is a really cool thing to have. And I'm sure there's other things that people would like to know about. Maybe they might be considering some membership.
Yeah, so we do. We have some wonderful grand openings where we invite our local elected officials to attend those, and our ambassadors, and we open it up to all of our chamber members and community members as well. And we come out with the big 3-foot scissors and the giant red ribbon, and help our members host a party and celebrate either a milestone or a grand opening in their business. Some other things that we do that I didn't mention: we have a fantastic business after hours when we're not in the midst of COVID. and those rotate from different chamber members' businesses. So it's an opportunity for our members to host an after hours and get folks into their business that maybe have not been there before. We always say you can't come in twice if you haven't been there once. So we get them in for you the first time, and then you get to hook them in and keep them there.
That's great. Well, I don't see really any other, well, there was a question kind of about, are there different membership levels?
We do have some different membership levels, and that's based off of sponsorship. And so our executive, we do have what we call executive members, and those are folks that are sponsors throughout the year with the chamber. So maybe they're sponsoring a forum, or they're doing a business after hours. They might be doing some advertising with us. They could be doing a sponsorship for the golf tournament, or, sponsorship for the barbecue festival, or our fall auction that we host. So all sorts of ways for folks to get involved and to upgrade their memberships, and to be kind of helped out with marketing as well, and getting their business seen and heard through the chamber and our community.
Perfect. Well, good. That's a lot of information that you already have. Clearly, you have kind of hit the ground running and just immersed yourself in our chamber. So thank you so much for that.
No, my pleasure. I really appreciate you guys having me here and letting me talk all about the chamber. It's been wonderful.
Good, good. Malcolm, Ed, I'll let you have any last comments that you might have.
Well, Blake, thanks again for being here and for, all the information. Again, I'm looking forward to your leadership and glad you're there, and looking forward to seeing our chamber grow and become strong again like it was. So blessings to you and all your endeavors, and thanks again for being here.
Yeah, thank you, Ed. I appreciate that. Thanks for the kind words.
Yeah.
There's a lot of room for Lacey to grow. And you guys know the numbers just as well as I do. We survive on, about 47% of what Olympia does in terms of revenue. And, we have just as many people in Lacey as they do. So, the challenge is already set before us. And, in order for us to do that, we're just going to have to attract some more businesses to the community. And I don't think that's going to be a really hard thing to do. It's just, circumstantially, it's we've basically the field has been laid before us. And so I'm excited to, roll up the sleeves and get to work on that and see who we can attract to the area. And, so that we can grow the community. As a loan officer, I know that, we're kind of short on inventory for housing, and if, some of the things that have been successful in our area in terms of businesses that I thought wouldn't be successful is very inspiring in that, we can reach out with some ideas and make some things work here. So I'm excited to get that work going.
Yeah, well, we certainly look forward to the opportunity to continue to partner with the city and the folks at the EDC and to continue to attract businesses to our area because it is a fantastic place. And I think once folks get here and, they get to enjoy Lacey and they see all that we have to offer and what a really friendly business environment the city's laid out for us, it's a no-brainer, and they're going to want to stay here and they're going to want to bring their business here.
Well, Blake, thank you very much for just your knowledge and the passion that you bring to the Lacey Chamber and for our business community, for our residents. We're lucky to have you on board. So I look forward to working with you in the future. And we thank you so much for your time today. And Councilmember Miller, Councilmember Kunkel, thank you both for your time as well. We really appreciate it. And we will see you all next time.
Wonderful. Hey, thanks, Jane.
Thank you, Blake.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Have a wonderful evening.